The Seahawks are in Harrisonburg, Virginia this week for the CAA Baseball Championship. It takes a lot to run an event like this, such as ticket personnel, umpires, and concessions. And then there's the ball runners.
The ball runners, we originated probably 15, 18 years ago, and our main job, only job, is to get balls to the umpires whenever they need them. Foul balls that go to the backstop, we retrieve those. We each have one half of the backstop area, and we retrieve balls. We get water to the umpires as needed. One thing we do not do is chase bats. We don't go after bats, so that can be very dangerous. So we try to avoid bats. But our main job is just to supply balls to the umpires for the game.
Every time the 6 coaches that are in, they always ask me, their first question is, so are those guys, the ball runners, coming back this year? Because, you know, they just do a great job, and they're great with our kids, and they're just always very cordial and polite. They have great interaction with the umpires, and, you know, that really actually serves us well as coaches.
The group originated about 15 years ago and has worked CAA baseball championships in Wilmington, Charleston, and Harrisonburg. As you can imagine, some interesting things have happened along the way.
The other thing we do to the coaches, we always offer our services as pinch hitters, especially, you know, UNCW. Tell Coach Mark if it needs a pitch hitter in the 8th or 9th inning, we got bats, you know, so we can do that if we need to.
One of the best parts of the job is the opportunity to get up close and personal with the umpires, players, and coaches.
Well, that's great. You know, you get to sit down, you meet the coaches, you get to know the umpires over the years, and it's something that you kind of look forward to. You're sitting down with these young men that are in school, they're playing sport, you know, academics, and it's quality players and coaches, and it's just nice to be around that kind of a family atmosphere.
They do, and I think they enjoy talking to somebody other than players and some of their officials, but they're really all a nice bunch of coaches here.
The position is a hazardous one, especially since you're only a few feet away from the action.
Come close several times, but never been hit. But you got to be on alert, especially here. You're right on top of the batters, and you know, any ball coming your direction, you have very little time to react to it.
Yeah, you know, there's foul balls. You keep your eyes open, and you know, you adjust to the foul balls and that kind of stuff.
A requirement of the job is to be non-partial. That's taken some effort on the part of these longtime Seahawk fans.
Well, that's pretty hard. You know, we're representing the CAA when we do this. They're the ones that invite us, and so, you know, we need to represent them in a proper manner. But, you know, if we're sitting down there at UNCW, it's dugout, you know, we're gonna talk to our guys, but we'll be partial, you know, as far as anything else goes.
We have to be impartial, and we try to speak to both coaches before a game and tell the coach, when you're at bat, we're going to try to get the right balls in the game, and we have to go tell the other coach the same thing. We can't be partial that way, so we just basically say the same thing to both coaches to wish them well, and we mean that.
The championship has evolved into a well-oiled machine, one that continues to get better and better each year with the contributions of groups like the Ball Runners.
They're actually very critical to the success of the tournament, in all honesty. And they're just a fun group of guys to be around, varying in all ages, and we just have a really good time. It's great to have them here, and they're just a very consistent source, and it gives me a lot of confidence knowing that I don't have to worry about anything on the field when those guys are there.
Without question, the CAA Championship could still run without the Ball Runners, but the event is a much better one because of their enduring love for the game. Joe Browning, Seahawk Digital Network.